Thanks to me, players will be able to extend their lives. Finally, the best class has appeared in the game.
Lol, I think I just heard someone say something about the best class.
Yes, because thanks to me, after death, the player will still be able to play.
Yes, but it only lasts 8 seconds, and if you're playing alone, it's completely useless. I am the best class in the game, because from the start, players immediately have access to the best weapons with unlimited ammunition. And thanks to this, you don't have to look for any weapons at all.
Hey, I think someone mentioned the best weapon.
Yes, I am the best class in the game with powerful weapons at the start of the game.
Actually, my rifle is much more powerful than your alien blaster. I'm shocked that you are the superior race in the universe, and all you could come up with is a blaster that is much weaker than a rifle.
Yes, but my ammunition is infinite.
Yes, but one of my cartridges can be easily manufactured, and one of my cartridges is comparable to only 10 of your blaster shots.
I received a message that someone is discriminating against the alien race and saying that our weapons are bad.
I was just joking. I like your weapon.
That's better. Otherwise, I would have had to use my huge blaster, and then after the shot, only one rabbit's foot would have remained of you. And returning to the topic, I want to say that I am the best class in the game.
Yes, it's hard to argue with that, but you're worth a whole 600 crystals.
Dude, have you seen that it's double diamonds weekend? That means it'll be much easier to get 600 diamonds than before.
And that's the only reason you should buy me.
And why is that?
Well, probably because I'm the best class in the game, since I can resurrect dead cultists and make them fight for me. So now I, that is, the player himself, thanks to me, become the king of cultists.
So you're saying you're the best class just because you can have an army of cultists?
Yes, because an army of cultists is the best thing you can do in the game.
I think someone mentioned the army.
Yes, I can recreate an entire army of cultists and make them fight for me.
That's cool, of course, but aren't alpha wolves or bears stronger than ordinary cultists?
Lol. Beastmaster's abilities are cooler than Necromancer's, even though his class is much cheaper. Specifically, 400 diamonds.
It's certainly amusing to realize that Beastmaster is better than Necromancer, but to say that it's the best class is silly.
Why is that? I can create an entire army of animals that will quickly destroy anyone.
Yes, but literally a couple of shots from my cannon and your army's gone.
Well, that's certainly true, and it's hard to argue with that.
Hey, what about me? If I build a fuel generator, I'll have an endless supply of ammunition too. And I can automatically cook fried food and attack a crowd of enemies at once.
Yes, but first of all, my blaster doesn't need to be charged. And from the very start of the game, the player has access to strong armor and doesn't need to look for leather or iron armor.
In my opinion, our viewers don't really like animal brain rot, and the assassin class has been outdated for a long time, so there's no point in buying it now.
It's been a long time since we last saw each other here. As you may have noticed, I'm not in this video, but it's not over yet, so be sure to watch it until the end. And write in the comments how you like the game's plants versus brain rots or grow a garden, because we have the opportunity to visit these games and get to know the characters, as well as some of your comments under the video. If you want to be in one of the next videos like these guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like it, and write a comment. Now I have to leave so you can continue watching this debate between the characters. Although, to be honest, I don't think there is a better one among them, and each is good in its own way.
Yeah? What if I shoot you with my huge blaster?
By and large, nothing will happen, but I'm not going to take any chances and disappear.
So where were we? Oh yes. You claim that I'm not the best class, but I have a cool appearance and even look a bit like Doctor Doom from the Marvel Universe.
Yes, that's true, but players still play in their own skins. And when they choose your class, nothing changes visually.
You're right, but when players choose me, their visual style changes a bit, because I repeat, at the start I have armor and a huge powerful laser blaster.
Yes, but we all forget that we are insignificant compared to the local monsters. That is, deer, sheep, and owls don't care who we are. They can defeat us anyway.
You're right about that, but with even the simplest flashlight, they're automatically defeated.
Yes, it stops them, but for example, a ram starts to accelerate and can cause quite a lot of damage.
Yes, but if you play Roblox for more than 15 minutes, it's not a problem for you to escape from it or somehow confuse it.
Hey, by the way, at the start of the game, I also have access to an awesome weapon with infinite ammo. My flaming arrows can easily destroy any animal and automatically roast its meat.
That's true, but you have a very long reload time. After all, you have to reload after literally every shot.
Yes, but my class is much cheaper than yours.
Well, you can't argue with that. It's true. Your class costs only 200 diamonds. But don't forget that it's double diamonds weekend. So my Cyborg class is even easier to get than before. Listen, why don't you disappear like these characters? Objectively speaking, you're worse than me. And by the end of the video, only the best class should remain.
Hey, look what's coming.
What is approaching?
It's just advertising.
Well, that was the best and most appropriate commercial break I've ever seen. And the zombie disappeared. Well, at least it only cost 100 diamonds.
But dude, isn't 100 diamonds a lot? The abilities of a zombie are very similar to those of a medic, but a medic can be purchased for only 40 diamonds.
Well, you're right. Then it's strange why he stayed here with us for so long.
And you'd better not mention that it's Double Diamond Weekend right now,
Why?
because this video will most likely be released after the event is over.
Well, okay. Then let's move on to the next person to leave the list of characters.
But we haven't seen or listened to many other classes yet. Suddenly, they might turn out to be better than us.
Listen, all the previous classes are very situational and not universal. Yes, some of them are cheaper and each has its own advantages. For example, take the Poison Master class. It has interesting abilities and unique armor, and it only costs 200 diamonds, but can it be called one of the best?
And what do you think? Is he better than me? If you think he's better than me, then I'll disappear and he'll take my place.
What? Do you really think I'm better than Alien? His class costs half as much.
Yes, but I like your visual style. You're kind of like Kratos from the God of War universe. And you have armor that Alien doesn't have. So for me, and I'm sure for many others, you're definitely better.
Well, thank you. Then let's get rid of the others. I think the next one to leave the list of best characters should be Necromancer.
What? Why is that? I'm a new class in the game, and I can also see better in the dark.
Yes, that's cool, but it's unlikely to save you from the deer and other creatures. So there are 4 of us left. That's me, Poison Master, Big Game Hunter, and Beastmaster.
Listen, I think the choice is obvious. The next one we're going to kick out is Big Game Hunter.
But I can consume animal skins to get permanent bonuses, and I can also consume mammoth tusks endlessly to constantly regain health.
That's the thing. You have absolutely ordinary abilities. Your only advantage is that, at the beginning of the game, you immediately have access to a rifle with ammunition. And that's it. Moreover, your ammunition is not infinite, and the price for your class is too high. If you cost at least 200 diamonds, you could stay here, but with a price of 600 diamonds, it's time to say goodbye.
But I don't want to leave at all.
I knew this would happen, so turn around. So there are 3 of us left. Who will be the next to leave us?
Well, I think you both agree that I'll stay here until the end.
I disagree with that. You're quite an old character, and your price is also indecently inflated.
Well, I can say the same about you.
Well, in that case, Beastmaster should leave us. Yes, you have cool abilities with new mechanics, but you are quite expensive, specifically 400 diamonds, and I think players would rather just go into battle and destroy their opponents than tame animals and build their army.
Actually, I disagree with you. Because some people really like playing tactics where you have to gather an army of animals and walk with them. But as for the price, I agree with you because you can find a flute for taming animals. But you can't find a pipe with poisoned arrows. Well, friends, then I have no choice but to do this.
Well, now it's just you and me. Which one of us will stay and be the best class in the game?
You know, let the viewers of this video decide for themselves. Let them write comments ranking the top 3 classes, and in the next video, we'll find out which class turned out to be the best in the game.